Are corporate core values a good idea? For some companies, they're absolutely a complete waste of time, and for others, they're fantastic. James Quincey, CEO of Coca-Cola, credits their continued global success to their core values. To learn more about how you can use your personal core values to develop your corporate business, just watch this short video. And welcome to the Sharper Business channel. When I go to companies and stand in reception and I look at the beautiful list of core values typed up and presented in a lovely gold frame, and I see the same lists in the administrative offices upstairs and perhaps indeed on the shop floor. And frequently I'll turn to the staff and I might say, "Where do you think we got that list from?" And they'll tell me, openly and honestly, from any one of 4 different answers. Perhaps we Googled them. Perhaps we got them from a website of our greatest competitor and changed a few. Maybe we got our marketing department to do them. And fourth, maybe we just got some ideas from the staff, put them all together and put that list together. So it just becomes a list of words that do not represent the company's core values. They're irrelevant, insignificant, insincere and shallow. Just take a look at these corporate values, printed in the annual report of an international energy company, high profile, known to each and every one of us. Words like communication, excellence, integrity and respect. 4 powerful, strong, easily understood words. That's what they printed as our core values. But we know it's a massive, big lie. We know it's meaningless. We know it was a cheat. We know it was not the core values because Jeff Skelling, the chief executive of Enron, cooked the books and went to jail with those corporate core values printed in their annual report. You see, our corporate core values represent who we are and what we are and how we behave, particularly when nobody's watching. Our corporate core values are our guiding principles for the brand that we stand for. Elvis Presley said, "Values are like fingerprints. Nobody's the same, but you leave them all over everything you do." So we don't get our corporate core values from Google, and we don't get it from our competitors' websites, and we certainly don't get it from our marketing department, or indeed from the shop floor. So where do we get our corporate core values from? We get it from the core. We get it from the founder or the CEO of the business. The companies that last the longest and outperform are those same companies whose corporate core values are in total alignment with the core values of the CEO or founder of the business. You just take Virgin and Richard Branson, and his core values are imbued into his business, his 300 companies. He says, "We want all our staff to be the best version of themselves." Look at Amazon and Jeff Bezos. His 14 core values are all on leadership, including we invent and simplify. Microsoft and Bill Gates, we want to empower every person on the planet to achieve more. Starbucks and Howard Schultz, he said, "We're in the people business, serving coffee, not the coffee business, serving people." And YouTube's core values are based on the 4 essential freedoms: freedom of expression, freedom of information, freedom of opportunity, and freedom to belong. So the good news is that if Richard Branson or Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos or Howard Schultz can transform their personal core values into their corporate core values, so can you, and so should you. Just like every startup business, whether it's a startup plumbing business or a startup hairdressers, you should convert your personal core values into your corporate core values. Because right now, you'll have people thinking of doing business with you, and they will be wondering, and every right to wonder, what are your core values? They won't ask you, so make it easy for them and tell them. Just like when you're taking on new members of staff, you're adopting them into your family business. It is only reasonable that they should be set boundaries. They should also know what are your corporate values. Because if you don't tell them, they'll start forming their own corporate values that may not be in alignment with yours, and then we got trouble down the line. So it's very important that you set your corporate core values. You see, and how do we now define them? It's quite simple. What we do, we simply go to Google and get a list of the top 25 personal core values. Go through that list and identify the 5 top ones that mean so much to you from that list. And then go to Google and get a list of the top 25 corporate values, which you'll find that are very much in sync with the personal ones. And you identify from the 5 you've identified, match them with 5 from the corporate list. And now you've got your 5 corporate values. Now if you have the courage, it would be great if you could now reduce this list to 1 or 2 or 3 at the most. And from that list, put together a simple statement, not unlike what you've seen all the other founders and CEOs do. And now you've got your corporate core values. And you can put it on your letterhead today. And the good news is, it'll be helpful to your customers, it'll be helpful to your staff, it'll be helpful to your suppliers, it'll be helpful to your shareholders and your bankers. Everybody will be glad to know what you stand for. In this video, we talked about core values not being a bunch of words on the wall, but they represent who we are, what we are, and how we behave. Now, what I'd love to know is if you have seen that list of core values as described in the video. I'd love to know what are your thoughts. In the meantime, give us a like, let us have your thoughts and comments below, and to join our community, just hit the subscribe button to be notified of future videos on this Sharper Business channel. And thank you for viewing.